Hello students, this is the second part of our chapter Congruency of Triangles. In this part, we will discuss about some criteria for congruency of triangles. So first we will see SSS congruency criterion. SSS means side congruency criterion. So what does this criterion mean? If under a given correspondence, the three sides of one triangle are equal to the three corresponding sides of another triangle, then the triangles are said to be congruent by SSS congruency. Here let us consider two triangles ABC and PQR. If we talk about the two triangles ABC and PQR, then here the corresponding sides are AB and PQ. It means the side AB corresponds to the side PQ. The side BC corresponds to the side QR. And the side AC corresponds to the side PR. AC corresponds to the side PR. Okay. It means in the two triangle ABC and PQR, we can say that the side AB, BC and AC correspond to the three sides PQ, QR and PR of the triangle PQR. So what does SSS congruency mean? This congruency tells that two triangles are said to be congruent by this criteria if the corresponding sides of these two triangles are equal. That is, if you see the triangle ABC and PQR, then here you can see the corresponding side is AB and PQ. And both the side AB and PQ have the same length 5 centimeter. Hence, we can say AB is equals to PQ. In the same way, the other pair of corresponding side, that is BC and QR, also have the same length 6 centimeter. Hence, we can say BC is equals to QR. And the last pair AC and PR are also equal because both measure same length, that is 4.8 centimeter. Hence we can say AC is equals to PR. It means in the triangle ABC and PQR, we can see that the three corresponding sides of one triangle is equal to the three corresponding sides of the other triangle. Hence we can say triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR by triple S, that is side congruency. The next criteria for congruency of triangle is SAS congruency. SAS means side angle side congruency. According to this criteria, two triangles are congruent if two sides and the angle included between them of a triangle are equal to two corresponding sides and the angle included between them of another triangle. Then we can say the two triangles are congruent to each other by SAS congruency. If we have to show that two triangles are congruent by SAS congruency, then we have to take two sides and the angle included between them. Let us understand it with the help of these two triangles ABC and DEF. Here you can see angle B measures 60 degree and in this triangle angle E measures 60 degree. It means both these angles have the same measure. Okay. If we consider here the angle B, then the side included by this angle is AB and BC. AB and BC. And here the sides which include the angle E is the side DE and EF. So if somehow we can show the side AB is equals to the side DE, the side BC is equals to the side EF, and the angle included between the side AB and BC, that is angle B, is equals to the angle included between the side DE and EF, that is angle E, then we can say these two triangles are congruent by SAS congruency. So here in this triangles you can see that angle B is equals to angle E because both measures 60 degree. Okay, and the side AB is equals to the side DE because both measure 5 centimeter. Hence we can say AB is equals to DE. Again the side BC is equals to the side EF because both measure 6.5 centimeter. Hence we can say BC is equals to EF. So it is clear that in these two triangles, the two sides and angle included between of a one triangle is equal to the corresponding two sides and the angle included between them. Hence we can say these two triangles are congruent, that is triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF by SAS congruence. The next criteria for congruency of triangle is ASA congruency. Here the term ASA means angle side angle. So according to this congruency criterion, two triangles are congruent if the two angles and the included side of one are respectively equal to the two angles and the included side of the other triangle. Then we can say the two triangles are congruent by ASA criterion. Here we have to take that side which is included between the two angles of which the respective angles of another triangle are equal. Let us understand it with the help of two triangles ABC and PQR. If we consider in this triangle ABC the two angles B and C, that is angle B and angle C, then you can see here the side included by these two angles, that is angle B and angle C, is the side BC. Okay. In the same way, in the triangle PQR, if we consider the angles Q and R, angle Q, angle R, then the side included by these two angles, that is angle Q and angle R, is the side QR. Okay. So if somehow in these two triangles ABC and PQR, we can show angle B is equals to angle Q, angle C is equals to angle R, and the side included between the angles B and C, that is BC, is equal to the side included between the angle Q and angle R, that is QR, then we can say these two triangles are congruent by angle side angle congruency. So let us see in these two triangles. So here you can see that angle B and angle Q both are equal because they measure 55 degree. So we can say angle B is equals to angle Q. In the same way, angle C is equals to angle R because both have the same measure 45 degree. So angle C is equals to angle R. And also here, if you measure the length of BC, then you can see the BC measure 6.5 centimeter and QR also measures 6.5 centimeter. It means the side included between the angle B and C, BC, is equals to the side included between the angle Q and R, QR. BC is equals to QR. Okay. Hence, we can say triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR by ASA, angle, side angle congruency. The one more criteria for congruency of two triangles is RHS congruency criterion. So according to this criterion, two right triangles are congruent if the hypotenuse and one side of the first triangle are respectively equal to the hypotenuse and one side of the second triangle. Then we can say the two triangles are congruent by RHS congruency. If you see these two triangles ABC and PQR, then in the triangle ABC, angle B measures 90 degree, and in the triangle PQR, angle Q measures 90 degree. Hence, we can say these two triangles are right angle triangle. Okay. And you know, the side which is opposite to 90 degree is known as hypotenuse. So here in this triangle ABC, the side which is opposite to 90 degree, that is angle B, is AC. Hence, we can say in this triangle AC is the hypotenuse, and in the triangle PQR, the side which is opposite to 90 degree, that is angle Q, is PR. Hence, we can say in this triangle PR is the hypotenuse. Also here it is given that the side AB of the triangle ABC is equal to the side PQ of the triangle PQR. Okay, AB is equals to PQ, and the hypotenuse AC of the triangle ABC is equals to the hypotenuse PR of the triangle PQR. So we can write hypotenuse AC is equals to hypotenuse PR, and it is also equal angle B and angle Q. Why? Because both measures 90 degree. Hence we have angle B is equals to angle Q. So we can say these two triangles, that is ABC and PQR, are congruent to each other by RHS congruency. Now students, we will solve exercise 7.2. So first we have given you want to show that triangle ART is congruent to triangle PEN. So here you can see that these two triangles, triangle ART and triangle PEN. Now in first part, if you have to use SSS criterion, that is side criterion, then you need to show AR equals to RT equals to and AT equals to, we will find after some time. And in the B part, if it is given that angle T is equals to angle N, that is angle T is equals to angle N, and you have to use SAS criterion, then you need to have RT equals to which side and PN is equals to which side. Now first students, let us find the pair of corresponding vertices if we have to show that triangle ART is congruent to triangle PEN. So if we talk about the triangle ART and triangle PE, so here we can see that the corresponding vertices are A matches with P. So we can write A correspond to the vertex P, the vertex R correspond to the vertex E, vertex R correspond to the vertex E, and similarly the vertex T corresponds to the vertex N. Now if you have the pairs of the corresponding vertices, then you can easily find the corresponding pairs of sides. From here we can say that the side AR correspond to the side PE. The side AR correspond to the side PE. Side RT correspond to the side EN. Side RT correspond to the side EN, and the side AT correspond to the side PN. The side AT correspond to the side PN. Now in first part we have to show these two triangles are congruent by side criterion. And you know, according to this criterion, we have to show the corresponding sides are equal. That is, we have to show AR is equal to the corresponding side. The corresponding side is P. Hence we can say it is equals to AR must be equal to P. In the same way, the side RT is equal to its corresponding side EN. Hence we can write here RT is equal to EN. And the last, the side AT is equals to corresponding side PN. So we have AT equals to PN. So this is the required condition in order to show the triangle ART is congruent to the triangle PEN by triple S criterion. Okay. Now let us see the next part. In the next part, we have to show the two triangles ART and PEN are congruent to each other but side angle side criterion. Here it is already given that angle T is equals to angle N. That is, this angle T is equal to the angle N. Now first let us find the side which include the angle T in this triangle RAT. So here in this triangle RAT, you can see that the side which include the angle T is AT and RT. Similarly, the sides which include the angle N is PN and EN. PN and EN. Okay. Now here it is asking RT is equal to. So RT must be equal to its corresponding side. The corresponding side is EN. That is, RT is equal to EN. The next is PN. So PN is also equal to its corresponding side, and the corresponding side of PN is AT. So we can say PN is equals to AT. Now we can say these two triangles are congruent to each other by SAS criterion. Why? Because the two sides AT and RT are equal to the corresponding side PN and EN, and the angle included between the sides, that is angle T and angle N, are also equal. Now students, the next question we have, explain why triangle ABC is congruent to triangle FET. So here you can see this is the triangle ABC and this is the triangle FET. Now in this figure you can see that it is given angle A is equals to angle F. Angle A is equals to angle F. Again it is given angle B is equals to angle E because both measure 90 degree. So angle B is equals to angle E. And the side BC is equal to the side ED. BC is equal to the side ED. It means in these two triangles we have given two corresponding angles are equal and one corresponding side is equal. Now the three basic criteria for showing congruency of two triangle is SSS, SAS and ASA. Now can we use triple S criteria? No. Because for using this criteria, we must have to show three corresponding sides are equal. But here we have only information about one side, so we cannot use this criteria. Again, in the SAS criteria, we have to show two corresponding sides of the triangles are equal. But here it is given only one side is equal. So again, we cannot use this criteria. Now for ASA criteria. So here we can use ASA criteria because we have information about two angles and one side. Okay. But can we directly apply ASA criteria in these two triangles? If you consider the angles, angle A and angle B, which are equal to angle F and angle E in the triangle FAD, then we must have information about the side included between angle A and angle B, that is AB, and the side included between angle E and angle F, that is E. And these two sides must be equal in order to show these two triangles congruent by ASA criteria. But here in these two triangles, we have no such information. So first let us find the angle C and angle D by using angle sum property. You know by angle sum property, the sum of the three angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. Now first let us apply the angle sum property in these two triangles and find the value of angle C. So here you can see that angle B measures 90 degree and angle E also measures 90 degree. If angle A measures X, then angle F, which is equal to A, also will measure X. Now here in this triangle we can write X plus 90 degree plus angle C equals to 180 degree by angle sum property. Or we can say angle C is equals to 180 degree minus 90 degree minus angles minus X, which is equals to 90 degree minus X. So we have the value of angle C, 90 degree minus X. Similarly, in this triangle FAD, we can say X plus 90 degree, X plus 90 degree plus angle D equals to 180 degree. Okay. And again from here you can find angle D equals to 180 degree minus 90 degree minus X, which is equals to 90 degree minus. So you can see angle C and angle D both are equal to 90 degree minus X. Hence we can say angle C is equals to angle D. Now we can apply ASA criteria because we have the two angles, angle B and angle C in the triangle ABC and angle E and angle D in the triangle FAD. And also the side included between B and C, that is BC, is equal to the side included between E and D, that is ED. So we can write in triangle ABC and triangle FED, we have angle B equals to angle E, angle B equals to angle E given, angle C equals to angle D, angle C equals to angle D. Here we have calculated that the angle C is equals to angle D by angle sum property. And the side included between the angle B and C, that is BC, is equal to the side included between the angle E and D, that is ED, which is already given in the question. Hence we can say triangle ABC is congruent to triangle FED triangle ABC is congruent to triangle FED by ASA angle side angle criterion. Okay, so thank you students. The rest of the questions you have to solve by yourself. Thank you.